Imagine making one mistake, and instead of your friends hearing about it for a week, your entire town makes you wear a giant reminder of it for the rest of your life. No deleting the evidence, no changing schools, no moving away, just public embarrassment every single day. Welcome to the Scarlet Letter. This is the Scarlet Letter by the 10-Minute Mentor. The story takes place in Boston during the 1600s. Although the novel was written much later by Nathaniel Hawthorne, it takes place in a strict Puritan community where religion influenced nearly every part of daily life. The Puritans believed in strict rules. Very strict. The kind of strict where everyone knows everyone else's business. And if you broke the rules, people didn't just judge you, they judged you publicly. Which brings us to Hester Prynne. The novel opens with a crowd gathering in the town square. Standing before them is a woman named Hester Prynne. She's holding a baby, and everyone in town knows something is wrong. Her husband has been gone for years, yet somehow she has a child. The town accuses her of adultery. As punishment, she is forced to stand on a public scaffold while everyone stares at her. She must also wear a large red letter A on her clothing. The A stands for adulterer. Basically a permanent public reminder of her mistake. While standing on the scaffold, Hester noticed a stranger watching from the crowd. The stranger is actually her missing husband. His name is Roger Chillingworth. Years earlier, he had sent Hester ahead to America while he remained behind. When he never arrived, many assumed he had died. But now he's back, and he's not exactly happy with what he sees. Instead of revealing who he is, Chillingworth decides to remain secret. He wants to discover who fathered Hester's child, and he wants revenge. Town leaders ask Hester one simple question: who is the father? Hester refuses to answer. No matter how much pressure she faces, no matter how many people demand the truth, she keeps the secret. The mystery quickly becomes one of the most important parts of the story. Everyone wants answers. Hester gives none. Hester's daughter grows into a young girl named Pearl, and her name is important. Hester chooses a name because a pearl is something precious that comes at a great cost. Pearl is the most valuable thing in Hester's life, but she is also a constant reminder of the choices that led to Hester's punishment. Pearl is intelligent, energetic, curious, and often asks uncomfortable questions, especially about the Scarlet Letter. Many townspeople view her as strange, but she's become one of the most important symbols in the novel. Let's meet the man hiding the biggest secret in Boston, Reverend Arthur Dimmesdale. Dimmesdale is respected, admired, and considered one of the holiest men in town. People trust him, look up to him, and believe he can do no wrong. The problem? He's actually Pearl's father. Only Hester knows the truth. Unlike Hester, Dimmesdale never publicly admits what happened. Instead, he hides his guilt, and that guilt slowly begins destroying him from the inside. Roger Chillingworth becomes obsessed with uncovering the father's identity. Think of him as a detective, if the detective happened to be fueled entirely by rage. He spends more and more time with Dimmesdale, watching him, questioning him, studying his behavior. Eventually, Chillingworth figures it out. Dimmesdale is the father. Mystery solved. Unfortunately, instead of helping him, Chillingworth decides to make him suffer. As the years pass, Dimmesdale's guilt becomes unbearable. He gives powerful sermons. People admire him more than ever, yet inside, he's miserable. The irony is almost painful. The town sees him as a saint, but he knows the truth. Nathaniel Hawthorne uses Dimmesdale to show how hidden guilt can become its own punishment. Sometimes the secrets we carry hurt us more than public consequences ever could. After years of watching Chillingworth torment Dimmesdale, Hester finally tells him the truth. Chillingworth knows everything. Dimmesdale is shocked and furious. The two secretly meet in the forest, away from the judgment of the town, away from the rules of society. For the first time in years, they speak honestly. Hester removes the Scarlet Letter and imagines a fresh start. Together, they begin discussing a plan to leave Boston and start a new life. For a moment, it feels like hope has finally arrived, but their past is not finished with them yet. Before they can leave, Dimmesdale delivers one final sermon. The crowd loves it. Many consider it the greatest speech of his life. Then something unexpected happens. Dimmesdale walks to the public scaffold, calls Hester and Prynne to join him, and finally confesses. In front of everyone. After years of hiding the truth, he admits his role in Prynne's birth. The secret is finally out. Moments later, exhausted and weakened by years of guilt, Dimmesdale dies. Without Dimmesdale to torment, Chillingworth loses his purpose. His obsession with revenge had consumed his entire life. Not long afterward, he dies too. Hester eventually leaves Boston for a time, but years later she returns and continues wearing the Scarlet Letter. Only now something has changed. People no longer see the A as a standing for adulterer. Many begin to associate with words like able, or strength, or resilience. The symbol that once represented shame begins to represent perseverance. Scarlet Letter is important because there's several themes to this novel. Guilt. Dimmesdale's secret slowly destroys him. Revenge. Chillingworth becomes consumed by hatred. Judgment. The town publicly condemns Hester. Redemption. Hester transforms punishment into strength. And of course, the Scarlet Letter itself. At first, it symbolizes shame. By the end, it symbolizes survival and personal growth. If you remember only one thing from this video, remember this. The Scarlet Letter is about what happens when people respond to mistakes in different ways. Hester faced her punishment openly. Dimmesdale hides it from his guilt. Chillingworth embraces revenge. And each choice leads them down a very different path. That's why nearly 200 years after it was written, people are still studying the Scarlet Letter. Thanks for watching the 10-Minute Mentor. If you learned something new today, be sure to like and subscribe for more quick lessons and big ideas. Until next time, stay curious.